It's a Monday morning. Still look sleepy. Yesterday, kind of tired. So, went to bed late last night. I was here doing some research, but it's a beautiful Monday morning. Let's go outside and see what's going on outside. Yeah, it looks like it's drizzling this morning. Yeah, it's drizzling a little bit this morning. It's nice and cool. It's not cold, but nice and cool. Raining a little bit though. So yeah, let's see what we gotta do today. We have the salon to go take a look at. Check on that clean. Yesterday I noticed not much people came in over the week, Sunday, so it's not messy, but we gotta give it a little, clean over. Always might need a little vacuum, so I'm gonna take care of that. Got some more research to do today in terms of things that we need for the restaurant. So I know everything that we need for the restaurant. It's just that I need to source them. That's the thing. So that's where I'm at now. I'm sourcing things that we know where they are, or we could purchase them and have them. So when we're ready for it, we'll have it, right? So like the flooring, stuff like that, like walls, anything that we might need that we have to purchase, I'm trying to source it. That way we have it. So I'm gonna be doing some more research today on those items after I get back from the salon. The car, a couple of people supposed to look at the car. They asked about it, tell me they're coming to look at it. Some of them looked at it already, still didn't show up, so we still waiting on a buyer. I have one guy that's I would say he's interesting, but I don't know what happened. Every time I talk to him, he's still interesting, but he's just not coming to get it. So maybe they just don't have enough money, or the money we agreed on, he don't have it yet, maybe. All right, so it's a beautiful morning, although it's bleaky. Still a great morning. Every morning is beautiful, whether if it's rain, bleaky, sunshine, it's still a good morning. We got up. So you remember how the other day I said that Sunday is always a sunny day? So see, it's 3 weeks in a row, and Sunday it's always sunny, and then today is rainy. It's Monday and it's rainy. Remember last week Monday when we got up, we had to go on the road, it was rainy, but the Sunday was nice and sunny, no rain. So I'm thinking, I don't know how the world is set up or where we are is set up, but most Sundays it's always sunny. I don't know why. See, now it was nice all day yesterday, all evening was nice. Got up this morning, it's raining. So I guess that's why it's Sunday. Anyhow, I'm gonna get my hot water together. Check on the channel, the analytics a little bit, see what if we made any improvements this week, and then I'm gonna head over to the salon. So stay tuned. We're gonna go over there, check it out, check the floors. Let's do an inspection this morning. If it's not packed, we'll go through and see whatever mess has been made. We'll probably film it, except the bathrooms, but we'll go through and walk the floors and show you what I find. All right, so let's get some hot water or tea and then head out to the salon. Alright guys, so we heading to the salon. It's a rainy day today, it's official. I thought it was gonna clear up, but definitely rainy and overcast and bleaky. However, it's a Monday morning, so you know we have to do Monday morning things. So just a recap. Last week we got what we needed to be done last week. Yesterday was Mother's Day. It's now Monday. We went to visit our the mums. Today we're gonna try and listen. I'm just winging it right now. I don't even have nothing to say, but I'm just thinking as I talk to you. I'm just thinking what I have to do. So heading to the salon, starting out there, getting that together. Hopefully I could meet with somebody to buy this car. I have it a while now, so I'm trying to get rid of it. Whoa, phone just fell. Yeah, so hopefully I could meet with, you know, 2 people reached out to me, so hopefully they'll come by today. It's raining today. I don't like to show it when it's raining, because you know, you meet up with somebody and then it's raining and they can't get to look at it, stuff like that. So today might not be a good day showing the car. I think I'm gonna go by the restaurant today just to visualize some things. What I could do in the meantime, there's things for the restaurant that we need. So I was talking earlier that we need like flooring, tiles, stuff like that, wall paneling. What I could do is go by those companies that sell those things and see if I could, you know, get samples of the actual floor I'm gonna use. So I think I'm gonna go by there's Floor and Decor, you know, Home Depot, Lowe's, just to check the prices. I already have an idea of the prices, but just to check the price, the current price of what, you know, the floor would cost and stuff like that. I already have those costs, but just the actual cost of the tile itself, good, and availability. I could go check those things out. As far as the restaurant, there's certain equipment that we're gonna need, like this concept, or we make all our own seasonings. So the seasonings, to make them in big batches, we need big blenders, like huge 5-gallon blenders, like not like a 1-gallon blender you'd have in your house. It's like 6 times the size of that, right? Because we make them in big batches. So I gotta source that. It's available online, but there's a company close to us that I had bought the last one from that company. So I'm gonna check to see if it's available, to see if we could either get one, or if it's available, then we could wait, and later on when we're closer to opening, we'll get, you know, but purchase it. So those are the things, you know. We have a couple of things I could do in the meantime. Right now we're just waiting on drawings. We're waiting on not permitting because we haven't submit no plans yet. So right now we're in the initial stages. Our architect and engineers are drawing those plans. We signed off on them late last week. So gave him the go ahead to start, you know, drawing what we discussed, right? So that's where we're at with the restaurant. So we're officially, this would make 1 week. So last Friday would make 1 full week since we signed that lease. So we're going into the 2nd week now of the restaurant build. It's not much we could do. When building these places, we have to wait on drawings, then we have to wait on permits. So there's a time in between where there's nothing to really do but to wait on those drawings and permits. I contacted, well, we're not in negotiations, but we talked to the grease trap guy already. We negotiated the price. We got the approval for that part of it. So it's just for him now to give us a date when he could do it, when he could start. His part of the work is not we don't have any involvement in that. He does all his permits and all of that. So it's just a matter of finding out from him when he's, you know, ready to start or get a date, right? I want to say he has time, but he doesn't have time, because we would love to have that already in the next, at least say 3 weeks. That way, if we get our permits to build, then we won't have to wait on him. You know what I'm saying? The next set of workmen could just move right in and start to, you know, do the plumbing, because plumbing would be next. After he puts his grease trap in, plumbing would be next. So, you know, I'm kind of wanting him to get started as soon as possible. That way, when we get our permits to do the inside, then he'll just flow right into, you know, getting the inside done. I don't want where he's working and then the plumber, he shows up and then everything is not done yet. The plumber has to tie into the grease trap. So I would love for the grease trap section to be done before the plumber gets, you know, get ready to go. So you know, hopefully he could, you know, give me some dates in terms of starting by this week, and get that part done. So that's where we at with that part. Yo, it's still morning time, yo. All right, so as far as the grease, the hood system and the fire suppression, spoke to him. He sent his contract over. It's just a matter of signing it. He told me last week that he will be out until tomorrow, which is Tuesday. It's now Monday, so he'll be out until Tuesday. So tomorrow or Wednesday, I'll get with him, figure out what dates he's gonna be working. Now he has to order the hood and whatever he needs. Yeah, they don't normally stock those items in stock. You know, every restaurant is different. Sometimes it's a 10-foot hood, sometimes a 12-foot hood. Different materials is needed to get this job done. So we'll have to give him a deposit so he could start ordering all of those things. So sometime this week we're gonna make that deposit so we could have all the hood system and everything that he needs get ordered. He's gonna be ordering those, so he'll order all those things and have them ready, so that when his, you know, time slot comes to get it installed, everything will be here, right? So it's all a coordination. This thing, building anywhere, it's all coordination. You have to coordinate who does what when, right? So what we're doing now is just ordering everything that we would need, so that when that time comes, it's just smooth sailing. We have all the parts and everything in, you know, on location. So grease trap guy, this week we're gonna finalize that. Hood guy, we're gonna finalize this week. The architect, we pretty much waiting on those drawings. The drawings, he said, is gonna be 2 to 3 weeks. I don't think it's gonna take 3 weeks because of the size of the drawing. It's a real small square footage, so I don't think he'll take that long. He moves at a really good pace when it comes to building those things, so making those plans. So I have no doubt it's going to be less than 3 weeks. So hopefully he could get everything done for us by the end of next week, which would have been 2 weeks. So let's say today would have been the start day for the architect in doing those plans, because I signed off with him late, like Thursday or last Friday. So today is Monday, so let's say today is day 1 for the architect. Hopefully in 2 weeks he could get it done, which would be next week, the end of next week. All right, so we'll see. I know he's expediting it. He's working real fast on it. So we'll see. Right now we don't have any changes as far as the design. I am going to go into space and do some, you know, visionary work based on what the layout was, but I don't think we have any changes as of, you know, this morning. So he's set on that. Yeah, so it's just not much you could do in the beginning stages of any build. It's all just doing plans and MEP plans and architect plans. In the meantime, as I said, we could just figure out what, you know, what our designs as far as looks is gonna be, you know, like what color paint we're gonna put on the customer area, pickup area walls, what floors, what you know, tiles we're gonna use, stuff like that. That's what we would be doing in this time, you know, waiting on drawings. We have a few things to work on when it comes to the menu. As I was saying in previous videos, when it comes to menu, we have to figure out like description of the item, you know, what we're gonna cook. We have a menu, but we still have to do some testing, because I changed it a little bit in terms of what we're gonna do. This area is not so much Jamaican. It's not straight all Jamaican, so I'm trying to tweak that a little bit, you know, of it more being a grill, like an island grill with Jamaican flavors, you know. So we'll have, you know, like maybe like the wings and, you know, barbecue stuff like barbecue chicken, fried chicken, you know, fried tilapia, fried salmon bites, but with Jamaican flavors, right? So like the rice will still do, or rice and peas, you know, or we'll still have our jerk sauce, stuff like that, you know. So we're trying to tone down the straight Jamaican thing. We ain't gonna have no oxtail and curry goat and curry chicken. We kind of trying to, you know, not saying that we might not add that to the menu later on. We may. So the kitchen is being built so that we could make those items, right? But that's not what we're gearing towards, as far as the menu. Just because it's not a lot of Caribbean customers in this area. It's more of an you know, American, Asian area we're in. So we're tweaking it a little bit, you know, so that we're the customers, they know of our cuisine, but we can't make it straight our cuisine, if you know what I'm saying. It's just a fusion of those flavors we're gonna put into it. So, you know, like the rice and peas, maybe we'll have a coconut rice versus, you know, straight rice and peas, you know. We're still debating if we should do that, if I should do rice, hardcore rice and peas, because they know it. Most of the country and the world know rice and peas from Jamaica. Some places, some other Caribbean islands, is peas and rice, so they all know it. But it's just, you know, it's a matter if we want to, you know, keep up that tradition or not. Yeah, so I'm here at the salon. It is raining. It's not raining too bad, it's just drizzling right now, but it's wet outside. It's just wet and damp and wet pretty much. So we here at the salon, we're gonna get it cleaned. Don't look like many of the tenants are here. Parking lot is empty. It's a Monday morning. On a Monday morning, it's not really busy like that. It's always easy going when it comes to Monday morning. In the beauty industry, a lot of people, except for like barbers, sometimes they'll be here early, but for the most part, in the beauty industry on a Monday morning, it's real slow. Most of them take off on a Monday. Just Brunch over here is normally closed on a Monday. Marlowe's is open every day. Firehouse is open every day. But because Just Brunch is closed for breakfast in the morning, on Mondays, the parking lot is normally empty. Marlowe's open up at 11, so they'll start filling out the parking lot at, you know, 11, 12. They have a lot of corporate people for lunch here. So, you know, we're gonna get to it. Let's clean the salon real quick. I'll do a quick walkthrough and show you guys if there's any mess or if there's a mess, and then we'll get to it, clean it real quick, and then we're gonna head back to the house and see if we could start working on our list. I've been trying to source equipment. We find them new. Most of our equipment we're gonna have new. I do already have some of those equipment already in storage. So it's just a matter of figuring out the small stuff, you know, like rice cookers, those smaller items. I'll probably just go ahead and start buying those. The blender, I'll start buying that. The reason for that is we have to do testing of our menu and stuff like that. So because we're doing testing, I'm going to start buying the equipment that we're going to use to test it out before that day comes. I don't want to wait till everything is set up before we start trying stuff. Yes, we have to test it in the kitchen setting, but you know, in the meantime, we could start making seasonings and, you know what I'm saying, testing out those stuff, you know, testing out sauces in the meantime. I could give it to friends and family, have them test it and give us feedbacks and stuff like that. I wouldn't want to wait until the day of when the kitchen is done before we start doing that. It's good to start testing all those things. You have a couple months, we have 5-6 months, so we're gonna start testing those, having people taste it, you know what I'm saying? That way we could have a general idea, hey, we're gonna go this route or we're gonna go that route. In the end, when you're ready to open, if you haven't been testing those things, then you only have maybe a month to test in the kitchen. To how you're gonna reach out to so many people to, you know, perfect it in just a month. That's only 4 weeks. So we're gonna start doing some testing currently, you know, as the weeks go by, and you know, just to see what route we're gonna take with our stuff. So, you know, let's say we're doing fish, we're doing battered fish with flour and stuff. We're gonna start doing all of those, having people test it. You know, when it comes to spicy or saltiness, you gotta figure out, you know, if you want it on the salty side or no salt, or is it too spicy, is it, you know, need more spice. All those things you have to do ahead of time and start to, you know what I'm saying, have people, you know, taste testing those things. Most or all restaurants does it, but you just never see that part of it. When they, you know, bigger restaurant will pay a chef to come up with a restaurant, come up with a menu. They pretty much be doing these things in the background, testing out these items on the menu and having maybe staff or other people test it. They do all that in the background, but to the average person, they never normally see that, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not like they open the doors to the public and say, hey, try this. They do it amongst the owners, the chefs, you know, the staff. If they have another restaurant, they'll do that in the background, you know, friends, family, you know, they'll have the chef who's gonna prepare it, do it the way how they're gonna do it in the restaurant, and then, you know, between the owners, friends, whoever he chooses to have a taste testing. That's what they normally do, but the public doesn't see that side of it. So in the meantime, that's what we're gonna be doing. I'm gonna be doing, you know, a little testing here and there. We have a lot of friends. Yeah, as I said, I had a restaurant before, so most of my menus I have, you know, most of the recipes I have already in terms of the base recipes. So I'm now tweaking that recipe to make it better. You know, and then of course I have a lot of friends and stuff from, you know, my previous restaurant who knows what our food tastes like. So we'll have them taste it, you know, every week. I'll do up something and have them taste it and say, hey, what do you think? Well, you know, stuff like that. So you know, that's what I'll be doing in the weeks to come on the side. Apart from doing all these things, we're gonna set aside some time to prepare some stuff and work on that menu. It is gonna be a totally different menu from what the last restaurant was. Same stuff, same kind of meats and stuff, but it's just gonna be different, a different style of doing it. So yeah, enough of the talking. It's a Monday morning. Get up, let's get it. It's rainy, it's gloomy. I'm tired. If you look at my eyes, it's tired. I was up late, you know, looking at videos, watching videos, getting inspiration, researching stuff for the restaurant. So I went to bed a little bit late, you know, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, something like that. I don't even know when I fell asleep, but I'm up. We're up from 7 this morning. We had our hot water. It's a beautiful day. It's not looking good out there, but it's still a beautiful Monday morning. Get up, make your day a good day. You know, as I said, my videos is more like inspiration sometimes to some people. Maybe it's also what I'm doing in my life, but I'm hoping this will inspire people to just get up no matter what. Sometimes we might have a gloomy day like today. It might be a rainy day like today. Let's just get up, get some fresh air. Whatever you've been working on in your life or whatever you're doing, let's get to it. Let's start, you know, working towards it. Sometimes you feel down. Yesterday was a sad day for me because of my mom and stuff. You know, she passed and stuff. But, you know, after talking to her and stuff, the sadness went away. And, you know, a whole a little vibe and a little reason. You know what I'm saying? You know, I felt better. It is what it is. It's a part of life. You know what I'm saying? But get up, get out there, get it done. You know, we're going to be good again. You know, we're working on it. As I said, get up every day and put one screw in. It must work out in the end if you keep doing that. You know, my thing is just keep, you know, adding screws to that project and we'll get it done. In this restaurant business, it's a big leap. It's a big step. It's a, you know, you go out there on faith. People who do business, they're crazy to go out there and invest all this money and don't know if you're gonna have a customer. It's faith. Not only with this, with everything. You step out of your house, drive down there, is faith. You step out on faith. But guess what? You can't let none of that deter you. Just keep pushing, keep moving. If you don't do it, you don't know if it'll work or not. You just gotta go out, get it done, be positive. Don't mess with nobody. Don't be cursing with people. Just be positive and get what you said you want to get done. Right? If you don't start, you can't finish. So let's get it, guys. I'm gonna go and check on the salon. I talk too much sometimes, but this is a talking vlog. So let me go inside and get it done. Alright guys, so we finished cleaning. It wasn't too bad today. Looks like they just didn't have a lot of plants over the weekend, but you know, floors are clean, hallways are clean. Let's see, hallways. So we vacuumed the mat, vacuumed the hallways. Hallways are just normally with, you know, have here, you know, emptied the garbage, mopped out the bathroom. Bathroom is normally clean. It's just here, as I said, the whole entire place is just normally here. That's piled up, or just droppings are here everywhere. So we just use a vacuum and vacuum all the hair up in the hallways. See, whenever these are mostly hairdressers, you know, so whenever they walk in and out their room, there's strands of hair on the floor normally. So, you know, all we do is just vacuum the floors, make sure the doors are clean. You know, anyone that has, you know, the doors, make sure there's no dust. The glass, clean the glass. Kiosk in the front, vacuum the floor, clean any kind of fingerprint, sanitize the handrails, clean the glass, you know, clean our little waiting area, make sure the table is clean. Sometimes they rest coffee on it, they'll leave coffee cup marks on there, so we clean that, clean the chairs, clean the floors. We'll probably come back tonight and give it a mop. It's been raining outside, so whenever it rains outside, the water from outside comes inside and makes it, you know. So we'll mop the floors maybe once or twice a week, but we vacuum it every day. Hair is normally in here every day, so we're just gonna, you know, mop it later on tonight. But it's clean, it's pretty clean. There's no footprints or anything like that, but we still just mop it once or twice a week. We check our paintings, make sure there's no dust on it, you know. dust those. This morning I had to hang a LED light for a customer. Not that he had a customer, for a tenant. She had a lighted sign, so I hung that lighted sign. There's one room that's super cold. I was talking about that super cold room. I put a damper in it so that way we could turn the flow of air that's going into that room. So that room has been sorted out pretty much, and hang the sign. I need to check my list. So I still have this room to work on. I have this room to work on. So we're gonna redo it, paint it white, get it back in white, you know, touch up the cupboards, clean the cupboards, retouch the cupboards, redo the moldings. The floors are in pretty good shape. You just need a good cleaning. This was the one in the earlier video we had that chemical spill. The nail girl is now moved to the front of the building into a bigger room. So this room, floors need cleaning, walls need done. I'm gonna patch these holes, 1 and 2 holes right there, and then she had a TV right there. We're gonna patch those holes. This chair, it was in the hallway. Over the weekend or sometime late last week, there were some kids in here. I guess one of the tenants had a client and they brought their kids, and this is the result of them playing in the hallway, and you know, that's what happened. I guess they leaned on it and it, I don't know what happened, but another tenant told me that there were kids in here and they had to say something to them. We don't know whose client it was or whose kids it was, but that was a result of the kids being in here. So that's why when we sign our lease and stuff like that with the tenants, we tell them, hey, please don't bring your kids. This is a business. Don't have your kids loitering in the hallway, stuff like that. In this case, it wasn't the kids. It wasn't any one of our tenants' kids or anything like that. It was a customer of our tenants' kids, if you get what I'm saying. So it was just customers' kids pretty much. We're in the hallway waiting, and you know how kids are, they can't keep still. So this is a result of it. See how it's crooked, it's leaning to one side. So I don't know if it could be fixed. I'm gonna take it apart, and this thing is held together with screws, so maybe the screws just got loose, you know. So I'm gonna take it apart and, you know, rebuild it, try and straighten it up a little bit. I have a welder, so I'll probably put some what they call gussets in here, right here, like a little bracket. I don't have to weld it, but I could screw a bracket, like a L-shaped bracket like this, and that will stop it from doing this. We have 2 of these chairs, so I might just do it for both. Once you screw a L-shaped bracket in there, there's no way. It's like a little gusset. I believe it's gusset they call it, but it's like a little bracket. You just screw it in here, and it keeps it. It won't do this. It won't tilt to one side because you have a L-shaped bracket that's holding it. So I'll probably do that. Put all 4, 1 in each corner. 1 here, 1 here, 1 there, 1 there, and then that will hold it firm. So it won't do that anymore. And then just for preventative, I'll just do the other one. So there's another one right there. So I'll just, you know, make them firm, that way it won't happen in the future. These are the things I'm talking about, where we have to make sure things is secured to the wall. So like the paintings, let me show you. So like the paintings, if you notice, they're screwed, so it won't, you know, it won't come off, it won't fall off. And the reason for that is all the paintings, they're all bolted to wall. The reason for that is just insurance purposes. You know, things like these, we make sure we use the ones that is hooked on there. It won't fall on anyone, you know. So it's just security reasons. We don't want no one coming and saying, hey, they sat on a chair and it fell over and they broke their back or broke a leg because they sit on the chair and it fell. So you know, we try to secure everything on the walls, the chairs you're sitting in. You know, it is what it is. You never know. You know what I'm saying? You don't want somebody to sit in a chair and it fall over backwards. You know what I'm saying? So in this case, the chair didn't fail. It was a bunch of kids playing around and broke it. They were leaning on it, pushing on it. They were running and jumping and stuff like that. That's what I was being told. One of our tenants. That chair is right by that tenant's door. It wasn't her customer, but she said that at one point, even her client had to go out there and talk to these kids. Now they didn't know whose kids it was. It was another. You know, the kids was just sitting in the hallway while I guess the parent was getting, you know, whatever work done. So you know, it's one of those things. These things do happen. So when they happen, we try to, you know, prevent it from happening again. You know what I'm saying? So I'll make those benches stronger than how it came from factory by putting those brackets, L brackets in there. So it won't happen again. I believe I do have those brackets already, so it's just a matter of screwing, bolting them in. So yeah, we finished with the salon. I'm going to do some research today, some research and some testing. So I bought some meats yesterday, some rib tips, some ribs. We're testing out ribs, and we're testing out you know, like the packaging, like the container, how much to put in a container to sell for what. There is a, as everyone know, there is a inflation in food cost. Everything costs more now than 2 years ago, or even 4 years ago, or before Corona. It's doubled, tripled, right? So in building this menu, I want to keep food costs low, but at the same time give you value for money, right? So I'm trying to do, I would say, cheap food, good quality food, and you get it fast with good proportions, right? So I've been testing that. I have different packages, different containers. You know, you have to check when buying containers. You can't just, because this container looks good, you're gonna go with that container. This container has to be available every day, all day, 365 days a year, right? Because you can't be buying this container for your product. This is your packaging, right? And it's not available 1 week when you're ready to buy it. Then you have to get another package. You know what I'm saying? So you want to make sure everything, the suppliers are consistent. You know, the vendors are consistent with their product. Where if you choose this package to put your food in, it's always available. You know, same thing with the ingredients. We're building a menu, but you have to build your recipe, right? So when you build your recipe, you can't just use, oh, you're gonna use this particular seasoning because it tastes good and it works. You also have to find out if this seasoning is readily available every single day, all year round. You don't want to use a seasoning that's seasonal. All right. The reason for that is if you use a seasoning that's seasonal, what happens when it goes out and it's out of season? How are you gonna, your quality of product is gonna go because it's not consistent. You know what I'm saying? When you don't have that season, it tastes a certain way. When you do have that season, it tastes good. So these are the little things in the background you have to make sure it's consistent. If you're selling salmon, you have to make sure you get salmon at that price all year round. You know what I'm saying? You can't be setting a price and then, oh, you buy the salmon at this amount per pound and then next week is this amount per pound. Then you'd have to raise it, and then that's not good because you keep raising. So in other words, we have to come up with a pricing that's fair, that's value for money, and we could produce that food for that pricing, you know what I'm saying, and not lose on our end, you know. So it's a lot of figure out in the back end where you guys don't really see. You know what I'm saying? So when I say I'm researching, this is what I'm doing. I'm testing. I'm seeing how much does it cost per plate. How much, you know what I'm saying? How much is the ingredients per plate. So we break it down plate by plate, season by season. Well, I do that. I don't know about the rest of the restaurants. A lot of people probably just buy product and mark it up and sell it, but I actually go as far as figuring out how much it costs per plate, including the plate, the fork, the the cover for the plate. You know what I'm saying? The ingredients, what's the raw materials to produce that plate, and then I could come up with a pricing. You know what I'm saying? So I have a pricing in my head. So what I'm doing, I'm building the ingredients to fit that pricing, right? I have a margin I don't want to go over based on the area where I'm at, and you know what I'm saying, I want to keep it reasonable portion wise and have good quality food all year round, consistent. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm working on. I'm doing all that research so I could get that part done. So today I'm gonna do some testing. If nothing else comes up, I'll be doing some testing with the meats. I bought some ribs, and I bought some more chicken leg quarters. So we're gonna test out some jerk chicken, and we're gonna test out some leg quarters and some rib tips. All right. So yeah, the next one I'm gonna test is the salmon bites, and but because I don't have a commercial fryer available yet, we don't have a kitchen, so we can't test it the way how we would want to do it commercially. But I think what I'm gonna do, because before I had a countertop air fryer, deep fryer. So I think I'm gonna purchase that deep fryer and get some salmon bites and the fry stuff, like the fried chicken. I'm gonna start working on that batter. As I said, I have my recipe already. I'm just, trying to perfect it, make it better. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna get that countertop deep fryer, and then we could do some testing on the fry stuff side. So like the fish, the tilapia, the salmon bites, the chicken, fried chicken, those things are gonna be done in a fryer. Maybe I shouldn't be doing this because I'm giving people ideas in terms of recipe. However, it's not new. People are doing it anyway. So it's just that if the restaurant owners now see this, they'll probably, yeah, I'm gonna cut this out. I can't be telling you what I'm gonna be serving until we get to that. But yeah, I'm gonna cut that out. But we're gonna do some testing and development with our menu, some R&D on that today. I'll show you when I'm cooking it, but I ain't gonna tell you what I'm doing into it. All right, so let's start getting some of those contents out, the finished product. I believe I'm done with the salon. Let me check my list. I still have the room to work on, but I'm gonna do that another day. But let's just check my list here. See, I still have the wash bowl to install. I still have to fix 107. That's the room I just showed you. I got to touch up. I'm going to touch up the barbershop 101. I'm going to touch up 103 and 109. 109 is the barbershop in the back and the barbershop in the front. Those guys get a lot of traffic in and out and people waiting, sitting around. So those rooms, the walls tend to get dirty or chipped real easy. No biggies, just to, paint them over, give them a fresh coat of paint. Those guys been with us over a year now, so it's due to touch them up. Every year I like to go over and paint out the walls, give them a fresh look every year. Let's see, fix room. I have to call. I'm gonna check my mail, see if the grease trap guy got back to us. He's supposed to be sending us some paperwork. I need a calendar. You know those big calendars with the squares where you could write, mark off the days and, add notes which day need to get what done. It's like a calendar slash planner, right? I need one of those. I don't know if Walmart sell it, but I'm gonna swing by Walmart. Reason for that is different days I'll be doing different things or have different meetings. I could just write on it. Yes, I could do that on the phone, but for some reason when it's there in front of you, like one of those whiteboards, like you'd have one of those whiteboards and you write down what you need to do for the day on there, and then you could erase it, dry erase board. I don't need one of those, but I'm gonna get a calendar because it's dated. I could put all that in my phone, but I'm not a phone person to be checking that in there. When it's in front of me, everything, it's on paper. I'm a pen and paper guy. So if I have the calendar, I could write those things. Every morning, I go by my little makeshift office there. So I could take a look at what needs to be done on that, as opposed to, going through my phone and scrolling, stuff like that. So, I'm old school guy. I don't look young, but I got some age on me, so I'm old school. So that's why I like my pen and paper. So that's where we're at. We finished with the salon. I'm gonna head over now to the house. Someone wanted to buy those tires, the Rimon tires. They just contacted me. I told them I'm gonna link with them 5 o'clock. It's kind of raining now, so I can't, we have to load the tires in the van, stuff like that. It's bleaky and rainy and wet. He wants to try one of those tires on his vehicle first, so I'm gonna meet him. We try it, but if it's raining, we can't do that. So I'm gonna meet him later on at 5 this evening. If he takes them, he takes them. If not, he's gonna try it on his truck. Hopefully it fits. If it fits, we might have a sale. So I'm gonna take care of that at 5. It's now after 11. Oh, it's 12 o'clock. So I'm gonna head home, get something to eat, because I'm not starving, but I fast every day, so I only eat the latest time per day I eat is 8-9 o'clock. I don't go past that eating wise, and then no, I don't eat again till the next day 12 o'clock. So when it gets to 12, I make sure I get something to eat, because I haven't ate all day. I only drink tea or hot water in the morning time, and that's it. I used to drink coffee, but I'm not on the road, so I don't drink the coffee. Remember I said the coffee makes my eye twitch like this. So now I'm going to head home, make something to eat. I might test out that rib tips real quick, see how that comes out, and then see what next happens. Today looks like an easy day, beautiful day, although it's raining. So let me check in when I get to the house, and I'll let you know what's going on from there.
If we just came here for these to meet my dad, that's the most important thing for me to know. You be selfish. Yeah, you were. Some people were there. What do you want me to do? I feel like Patrick's makes it more complicated than, it needs to be. But he likes things his way. So it's harder.
If I had it my way, we would probably never be in this place. For me, I feel like the blessing is just a little too late. And whether I get it or not, it's not that important. But everything respect, man to man, is definitely something, I want to do. I just don't think, why would he give me a blessing if he doesn't even respect me? I'm not going to just do what he wants. we go meet up with them, okay?